So, hello everyone, welcome to our podcast, Talkin'.
Fire.
Yes, so this is Ashish Ranjan.
This is Komal Ashish.
Okay.
And we are going to have, which episode is it? I think it's 12th episode.
12th. Yes.
Going straight up every week. Now we are doing every Saturday.
Can you imagine one day it will be 1200 too?
Yeah, it should get to that. Like 3,000, 4,000.
Okay.
Yeah. And the basic number is 7th. Most podcasts stop at 7th episode. But we already...
at 7th episode?
Yeah.
Why so?
As just like in karate, no, most people give up at yellow belt. That's like the general people stop at that.
Okay, so peak is 7.
Yeah, they get bored or what do we talk about or it's too much work.
We don't have topics.
Yeah, like that. So this is the funnest part of, I don't know if that's a word. Is it? Funnest?
Funnest?
Yeah.
What do you want to call? Funniest?
Most awesome. No. Most awesome part of my week when I
Okay.
just sit down and discuss the topics that we are having in our hand.
Okay.
Clear-cut discussions.
Yes, I have a lot of interesting topics
Yeah,
in
this
my
one-
basket.
Like in this one, Komal did her job. She brought us very good topics.
Always.
Yeah. So what do you want to start with?
So I have very important and very interesting topic which you all will be very much interested in, right? So it will be relationship with exams or
Preparation.
competitive exams. Yeah.
Basically,
During preparation.
relationships during student life.
Exactly.
Yeah, when you're not having any income but you need to take your girl out for a date. What are you going to do?
Exactly.
You have to ask your father or something like that.
Okay, you have to keep a check on her moods also.
Hmm.
Like whether she's feeling good or not during
That's I
preparation.
think that's
That happens a lot of time.
yeah, a lot of time. But
Yeah.
I think there are good girls also.
Yes.
That does not happen. Like I still remember when I was in school, there was one of my friend and his girlfriend always used to, like at that time we were just, what would we do? Go use the auto transportation and the girl would be giving the money whatever is required, 9 or 10 rupees like that.
Okay.
Or she will be investing, she would even recharge the phone of that boy. So it differs.
Yeah, it's very nice, no?
Yeah.
Ashish? Yeah.
So we cannot generalize that. But yes, a lot of people mess up their career in a brutal manner because of relationships. Like it's crazy how people will just throw away their career and then that relationship will throw them out of that relationship.
And they get blinded by that temporary love. Right, Ashish?
Yeah, a lot of people will be
I'm not
confusing.
saying with everything, like with every case, it is temporary, but most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time. It is
Yeah.
very, very safe to say most of the time. Most of the time people confuse attraction with love.
Yeah.
Most of the time people want to get into a relationship because it is said that it is something that people look up to. Like obviously,
Yeah.
if you look at the statistics of India, no, people who are in relationships are actually a minority. At least I can say that for boys. Like there would be, I think, somewhere around 4 to 5% of boys who are actually in relationship. Obviously, they are. Yeah, because don't look at me like that.
Okay.
Because number one, scarcity of girls. Now, one friend of mine became so frustrated at one point. No, I still remember back in college, and he said that पहले तो लड़कियों को मार दिया ये लोगों ने, like you know feticide and all that, no?
Yeah.
And then अब population इतना कम हो गया, हम सफ़र कर रहे हैं और उसके बाद लड़कियों को पढ़ाते भी नहीं हो. Like you do not, most people, it happens if you go down to villages and small cities, girls are not actually sent forward for education.
Yeah, that's true.
So that brings the sex ratio drastically. I've been in mechanical and I've seen the worst sex ratio. There were 7 girls in my mechanical engineering branch and there were 120 boys.
Okay.
So obviously if I say that only 5% of boys get into relationship, then whatever is rare has value, no? Diamond is rare, it has value. Gold has value because it is rare. What is
Yeah.
gold? Some other metal. It does not have any capability. Like it will melt pretty fast. It will be malleable. It does not have any strength.
Okay.
But still it is valuable because it is rare.
Okay.
So then again, the boys who are in relationship, they become rare and automatically they become valuable in the society.
Yeah.
And because of that, boys or girls, and same goes with girls also. But what is the situation in our country now? That is less, okay, people who are in relationships. So it becomes a status symbol. kind of. So they will run after that. So they will confuse things and just prove themselves logically that they need it.
Yeah.
And then they will be going face front first, and then they will crash. That's what I think.
Okay. But I think, Ashish, like sex ratio, it's getting improved day by day only.
Yeah,
But
it will be like better till 2050.
yeah, but I think the girls who are being sent outside, like to metro cities or another cities, right, far from their hometown, so they are less usually.
Yeah.
So that can
See,
be the reason
the education that we had, no, like engineering, like it is very common for us that almost everyone is doing engineering. But there are a lot of situations that parents will be saying that to girls that you are only going to be BA pass, and then they are going to get married. Like
a lot of girls, I've seen a lot of girls doing BSc, like sitting in their home only. Yeah.
So obviously, and it's not like
It's
in general in this country. Number one, the sex ratio is already less. Instead of Kerala, in Kerala you are going to see it opposite. But in every other state, and then the effort given to educate girls is less. So that is somehow connected to relationships, and the whole dynamics changes because of that. It is not like any other country. The relationships going on in India is way different than relationships going on, and it is a negative side if you're not getting me already. So the girls who are rare out of rare, for example, girls who are reaching the top level organization, obviously, I'm not generalizing. If you're generalizing, you cannot say shit. You cannot say anything. All right. But yeah, I've seen girls playing boys like crazy. That also happens because now they are the golden goose. They are one of the very rarest out of rare.
It's like 5 boys are interested in one girl.
Yeah. And boys are also stupid. They'll go after that.
And girl is playing with every boy?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Okay.
At least 3-4 boys.
Yeah, you have
in a
told
pocket.
me earlier also.
Oh, I've seen some terrible, terrible stories.
Yeah.
People, you guys, you have to be waiting desperately for my book to come. I'll talk about.
You love it. I'm telling you, you love it. Not because I know Ashish on personal level, but it's amazing.
Yeah. So in that, I've mentioned one story. A lot of boys will be coming in the right direction and maybe changing a lot of girls who are playing in that direction. I've seen amazing girls also. You are obviously one of the example of that.
Okay.
And there are good girls as well.
Okay.
But yes, there are some terrible ones also. And they're terrible boys. They're freaking terrible boys as well.
Yeah.
They're looking only for one thing. And there are boys who are just not into what girls are into, but they'll show that they are into that just to get into that. Pretend, playing games, playing mind games, ditching on their own friends. Closest friends. You are having a very close experience with that as well. I mean, someone very close to you has the experience of that. Right. So the best friend is also cannot be trusted. Right.
Exactly.
So these are stupid games that people play. That is what I said. The dynamics of relationships are completely different in this country.
That's why we hardly have 20 people in our contact list, Ashish.
Oh yeah, I recently formatted my phone. Not recently, around 4 months ago. And I can literally scroll from A to Z in just 3-4 swipes. Done. You see, that was 2 swipes. That is A. 2 swipes.
And you also know with my phone, no? Hardly 20 to 30
Hmm.
contacts.
Actually, you are having because you did not refresh it. I decided because of that hacking case and all that.
Like people who have my number, there are only 20 to 30 contacts. No.
Yeah. And out of that also, like most of them are business only. People who contact me for any.
But it's good, no, Ashish. There was a time when I was having literally 500 people in my contact list. And now I'm at peace.
It's cleaner.
No, less people, less bullshit. Like that only,
it's cleaner.
Right? So it's clean, no drama, nothing. Like you are at peace. You don't owe any explanation to anyone. It's like that. It's very clean.
It's not like when you
very important people in your list.
Yeah, when you put a status update, there are 100 people who are watching that and they are judging. Okay, and they'll be seeing that, and 3 months down the line they'll say that okay, you were doing that time.
Yeah.
Right. So it's better that way.
Yeah.
But what do you think about people who are in relationship and preparing for, let us say, the toughest examination they have ever appeared in?
Yeah.
Is it good? Is it bad?
Oh, I was about to say you run.
She calls me run.
Yeah. So Ashish, the thing is that if the partner is good, right? If a partner is playing his or her role in constructive manner, then it plays as plus point, right? If that person is playing as like give me attention, or why are you not giving me time, or it's fighting over very small issues, then I think that person does not need your time at that time, and also afterwards, I think so, because understanding is the most important thing when it comes to any relationship. Understanding plus trust, right? So if you can't understand your partner enough, so I think then there is no any there's not any need of this relationship
Yeah, see,
and all,
actually,
right?
if you're not having understanding, no, then I would say that it's not a relationship at all. I
Yeah.
don't know what the hell you're doing.
And it's not like once if person has asked, suppose if I'm in a relationship and my partner, I'm preparing for any a competitive exam and my life depends on it, right? And that person, my partner, is asking me to like, oh, you are so busy, you don't give time to me. Even at once they are saying that to you, like that is enough for your breakup, I think, because for that time being, because if you have to choose, you have to prioritize your things, like whether
Not
your relationship matters.
Yeah.
It should be like no.
Yeah, I don't think that once is sufficient for a breakup. I think everyone requires a healthy explanation at least once. Like always, I say that sit them down, let them
Yeah.
know. If they do not agree, let them go.
Yeah,
That
okay.
rhymed. I
Yeah,
should
yeah.
start my rapping career.
Yeah.
But what I was saying
Yeah.
is something that I forgot.
Yeah.
But anyways, what I was saying
But
is, yeah,
Ashish,
maybe
but
I'll remember.
what I think that that person will again say the same thing. Like most of the time, they'll repeat the same thing, that you don't give me attention, you don't have time.
Yeah, if that
It's
is the
like
case,
that.
you let
They
them go.
are repeating the same thing. They are complaining about these illogical issues, right?
Yeah.
So I think then it does not need your attention. So I think I should end it, like keeping my emotional part aside, no matter how important it is for me, because if my priority is my career, then obviously I'll give my 100% to it, and if any distraction comes in between this, I'll remove it. Simple. Even if it is my parents, if I'll ask, if my parents are talking to me for 1 hour, I have seen people, they are talking to their parents for 1 hour daily. I don't know, like
I used to talk for 2 minutes.
yeah, even I even since beginning only, since the time when I was outside, so I only talk to my parents for hardly 5 to 10 minutes. It's
And
like,
that too after 3-4 days. I think, if I
after
remember.
4-5 days, Ashish. And there has been a time when my father and mother used to call me after a week or like 8 days. It's like that, So I think parents should also understand this.
Yeah, it's so comparable. Like your relationship with your parents is also very, very strong.
Exactly.
What I was saying, I remember now, is that the partner should also think not in a selfish manner. For example, if you're saying that this is important for my life, that means that it is important for his life as well.
Yeah.
Right? So it goes both way around. If you're looking for a serious relationship, I do understand there are a lot of casual relationship, and in casual relationships, if there are casual relationships, but what you can do is that in a casual relationship, you guys are basically independent person. So obviously if that person does not agree with that, and that person has better priorities, and you cannot stay together, right?
Yeah,
but in a serious relationship, if something is important for you, then it is important for your partner as well. So you cannot think that this is important for me and this is important for you. You have to think that if this is important for you, I should do my best to make that happen, because that is important for us, right?
Yeah, exactly, Ashish. If your partner, if you are very much serious for your partner, and same with another side, right? So obviously you should give 100% to that too. Just have a talk with them
Mhm.
that okay, this is going to be a very struggling phase of my life, and I'm going to struggle a lot. I need to study a lot. So I hope they'll if that partner is a good partner, they'll understand this point, because your life is their life also.
Yeah.
Obviously, you are seeing your future like in a long run,
In a serious
right?
relationship, right?
Yeah. So that's the point.
Yeah, I want to bring another thing.
Yeah.
What after breakup? Because a lot of guys are going nuts after breakup. They go apeshit.
I always say this thing: if you're going to be happy, like obviously you're going to be happy after, let's say, 6 months, 1 year. So like, if you're going to be happy anyway after 6 months or 1 year, then why not now? You have wasted your 6 months or 1 year.
Yeah.
Right. Like, this is going to be happen, right? You are
Yeah.
going to be happy one day, and you'll obviously forget about those memories, those bad memories of breakup. So I think you should come out. You should think like that okay, I have to come out of this, then why not now?
Yeah, that is a thought that I heard from you only for the first time. So basically, time is going to heal all wounds, obviously, right? So with time, everything is going to pass by. So 6 months later, everything is healed. You are going to forget about, no matter how bad the tragedy is, if your life can be good right now, you're going to forget about that, or you're going to be able to live with that. So better not waste 6 months or 10 months in pain, but that is easier said than done. So obviously those advices are for people who are in pain because the other partner left, and they're in some manner respecting their opinion. I'm talking about a lot of boys, especially. I can say there are very few girls, but obviously there would be. But there are a lot of boys, after breakup, they take it to their ego, isn't it? And
I just wrote it down and you just said it.
yeah, because we have talked about this a lot of times, right? They will take on their ego, they will do terrible things, going as far as blackmailing girls.
Yeah.
And blackmailing, like in India, like I said, the dynamics is very different.
Emotionally, mentally, financially, you should include that too.
Yeah, and why did I say that the dynamics of relationships in India is so different? Because the parents don't even know who their kids are dating.
Exactly.
Because the parents never, what are you talking about? If they are going to be in that environment, then obviously they would be safer if you actually knew about their partner. But in this country, the relationship between their parents and their kids are so bad. I would say in this domain, obviously it is bad, that kids are not comfortable telling about these things to their parents. They never get educated about these things. Like, there are so many people, so many young kids, they don't even know about STDs. They have no idea about STD. They have no idea about how a girl can get pregnant, and it can actually hamper their complete life because of those mistakes that they were never given a chance to learn about.
Ashish, ask our viewers how many of them know about herpes.
Yeah. Most people might have heard of AIDS,
Yeah,
but there are like
nobody knows about
10
herpes.
to 20 very commonly spread STDs.
Yeah.
And herpes can even spread by kissing also.
Exactly.
Right? And people don't even
kissing.
know. Yeah, people don't even know about it. They barely bother to check the history of other person.
Yeah.
And that can hamper your life.
Exactly.
Right? I know this is very dark, but I know a person who got AIDS. Both the boy and the girl, and obviously the environment that we live in, they are like frowned upon. Obviously people are frowned upon for having sex also, even if they're completely mature. Premarital sex and all, even though it is legal. But if that is frowned upon, think of a person who gets AIDS. Obviously that person has to go through the pressure and the load of having that disease in them, that is going to eventually cause a lot of degradation to their body, plus the whole environment is going to frown upon them. That ended very dark. I don't want to talk about that because maybe YouTube will pull us down because it has done that once before when we talked about depression and all. But anyways, that happens in this country.
So Ashish, you were talking since so long. So I have a point, the time where you started. That time is the best healing thing, right? Time heals the wound very well, right? But I think if you keep your mindset very strong, because I think your mind is a very good weapon. Like if you keep it if you charge it in a good direction, it will work like wonders, right? So it will do wonders. And if you like, obviously time will heal everything, but if you keep your mind strong that okay, if I have to overcome anything, like not only breakup, so like why not now? So mentally you are strong, you're not letting your heart take over your mind. So so I think that thing works. That works for me. Because I'm too much emotional. So if that thing works for me, I think it can work for anyone else also.
Yeah. So that is the main. People are supposed to recover. The thing is, 99% of people take breakup in like it is going to degrade their life. It is going to happen. But those 1% actually change the whole direction of their life. I've seen people who have lost, like they were overweight, they lost 20 kgs because of a breakup. They decided to change in a better manner. Breakup is going to change you, whether it is in a positive manner or in a negative manner. That is going to happen.
Yeah.
It is you to decide what you do.
Yeah.
Because when the adversity comes, that's the perfect judge of what you can do or what you are going to do in future, and that decides the man or the woman you are.
Yeah.
Right. Other than that, I was talking about the psychos in this country, the boys who are going to just blackmail girls, and I've seen girls not able to get out of relationship for years, even though she wanted to get out of it years ago, because she was blackmailed, literally.
Yeah, because she knows about that male's character very well.
No, the guy will straight up blackmail that these are the pictures that we are having, I'll send it to your parents and things like that. Right. So that is straight up blackmailing.
A lot of us have approached to Ashish, for these things.
I'm not able to remember properly because it was not recently, but it happened, right?
It happened twice. When I was preparing for my exam, 2 girls approached
I don't remember. Can you remind me a little bit about that? What was the story? Because it was, I think, at least 7-8 months ago.
Even I don't remember the whole story, but I remember that you told me one girl approached to you. You also sent me the recording.
Yeah, I was having telephonic consultancy, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I sent, I remember very vaguely, but it was like that blackmail only.
Exactly.
And recently you also talked to a girl, I think.
Yes, even I had a very close friend.
Close friend,
and she was blackmailed on another level.
You got her out, no? Please explain, because it can actually help someone.
I got her out.
Yeah, she's out now. She actually thanked her 3 days ago, right?
Yeah. She was like, she said that I'm dreaming you since like 3-4 days, that I want to thank you. Like if you were not there, I hadn't taken this decision in
She
my
wasn't
life.
a follower, she was a friend, right?
Yeah, she was my follower only. Friend only. So sorry.
Yeah. Explain that story, because that is worth going
that
out.
That person was so crazy, He had, like, my friend was there, and my friend's boyfriend, like, not boyfriend, I don't know what to call him.
Ex-boyfriend.
She was cut out with him, but that person was still interested in that girl. Like, they were in relationship, but then they like, the girl wanted to end this, but the guy was not interested in ending the relationship, right?
Forcing it upon her.
Yeah, so girl was having Geo SIM, right?
Okay.
So the boy had some contacts in like Geo department, something like that. He just took out all contact list of her, like all, he attached her account, like his account with her account. And now, like, whoever that girl will call, he'll get to know. Whoever that girl will message to, he'll get to know. And that person is messaging to that person also, and that girl also, that how dare you talk to my girl, even if he or she is a friend, right? And that guy also called our like PG on her. Like please,
Landlord.
please. Yeah, please, let me talk to that girl. Okay, I was about to name her. Please let me talk to that girl, right? So like things went on another level and her family got involved and
Her
like
father
she
was having some health condition also, right?
yeah.
That is why
His
she was
father was
afraid.
taken to Nagpur, right? And she was very afraid to tell these things to her father and her family. And she also drank this Dettol bottle, this disinfectant liquid bottle.
Attempt to suicide? Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
she tried to commit suicide once out of these all issues,
Okay.
right?
What did you do actually? Tell them.
What did you do?
To get her out of this.
Yeah, I gave her all the courage that look, like it is going to be never ending if you'll keep doing this, that okay, if you'll keep yourself in fear that okay, that person will do this thing, that person will take advantage of you every day, like for literally half an hour. I used to lecture her like don't let him overcome you, right? Like if you'll keep fearing that okay, if this thing will happen, my family will get to know, it's okay, don't think about that. These persons are the biggest losers. They'll not even
They're biggest cowards.
yeah, they'll not even tell your family or even your friends because they know like okay, your family will slap you. The worst case, your family will slap you.
What will happen to him?
What will happen afterwards? Now charges will go on you because you have blackmailed a girl. You are sending her photos to her family and to friends, and you are doing these like you have stooped down so low and you are doing such shitty things to her. So obviously, so I gave her so much courage, I gave her so much strength. I used to tell her this will not happen, block her, block him, or like just change your number. I asked her to immediately change her number.
That was the best suggestion.
Yeah, that was the best suggestion. She was like, okay, no, I can't change my number like that. Okay, my parents will scold me that you keep on changing your number. I'm like, no, just take different SIM. Take my phone. I had one extra phone. Take my phone. Keep that SIM in that one, and don't take that SIM on your Aadhaar card. Take that SIM on my Aadhaar card. Right. I did that, and then I think she didn't take on my Aadhaar card. I think she took it on her brother's account, something like that. And finally, she was out.
I also remember a similar situation where what you said is that person might be having some contact in Geo. It's not actually that difficult. What happens now, these girls are not that knowledgeable when it comes to their accounts and all. So they will be having some Gmail account, they will be having some Facebook account. And what the guys will do, obviously they are psychos, so they will be directly asking for the account Gmail ID or whatever email account it is, and they will have the password also. So they will be continuously monitoring that. So what happens now, a lot of people will be your contacts. A lot of people might not be knowing your contacts are directly going to your Gmail account, and you can actually see that on your desktop also. Okay, so that might also be a way to track it. So it is not that difficult. Boys will be showing that I've hacked it or I can do anything.
No, it was shown in Geo app that your account is linked.
Yeah, so she might have given some password or something like that.
It can be the case that he's telling a lie to her.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Maybe, but their account was linked. Definitely, I've seen that.
Because of some history. That is what I say. These possessive boyfriends, no, they'll take the password and everything. They'll try to keep control everything. Like it is an appliance or it is an object. You are trying to control it. You're never thinking or seeing that person as another human being. So that is how your information is constantly going. So what I would say is that change the password of your Gmail and change the SIM card as much as you can. Change everything, freshen it up. For example, when I was getting the threats of getting hacked, what did I do? I made a blank slate. Everything is clean again.
Like a canvas.
It is very, very possible. Right.
Okay.
We talked about those things for 30 minutes. God damn.
And we had so many things in our list.
I already told her that it won't be possible to cover all of those. Right.
Okay.
So relationships solved, the different dynamics. I want to write a book on those things also. But over time.
Okay, Ashish, I have a very interesting thing to ask you. That, okay, if somebody directly slams you on your face that okay, I don't like you or something, you are getting like if someone is making you very inferior in front of you, like how should one possess that attitude that okay, what should be the attitude basically?
So first, tell me offline or online, face to
Both?
face. No, we can obviously
Like
there
face
is.
to face only.
Okay, let's talk about
If some
offline.
like if you are sitting with your friends or yeah,
Makes fun
outside,
of me.
yeah, a stranger or your friend only makes fun of you like in very not indecent manner.
Okay, try to make fun of me. Any example?
No, not make fun of making fun of you. It's okay.
Now I just want to.
making you feel inferior.
For example, what would you say to make me feel inferior? For example, make fun of my body. You're too skinny, right?
No, I don't like skinny people. But
It's not you. Obviously, you are not going to make fun of me. But
I'm telling you like that I don't like skinny people. They are like this and like that, and you are sitting in front of them. So obviously they are pointing out at you. So what should be the attitude at that time? So should you take one stand out there? Or should you let it go?
What?
This happens a lot of time. People don't know how to deal with haters.
See, obviously, I
So
would.
basically, the statement is how to deal with haters.
Okay, yeah. So obviously, I would like to act like a saint and say that I'm very confident about myself. But what I would do generally is make fun of that person as well in the most calm manner without using any abusive terms.
Yeah.
Everyone has a limitation. Everyone, no matter what you do. Arnold Schwarzenegger had a limitation. Some limitation, or you can always pinpoint or pick up on everyone. Conor McGregor has something. Joe Rogan has something. Everyone has something or the other. It is very easy to find someone's limitations.
Yeah.
Okay. If you can find my limitation, I can find yours. So if a person is straightforward, sometimes they won't even say straightforward. They'll try to be sarcastic.
Yeah.
And even in that sense, I'll be sarcastic and make fun of that person. It's as simple as that. So the magnitude should be same. It should be same. That's what I would say.
Okay, you'll hit back.
Yeah, I would do that. I do not think that is idle. Obviously, enlightened person would be having more confidence about themselves.
Like
but
maybe
what
enlightened person will be smiling like, what the shit?
Like I'm already above all those things. But I would say that it's not fun. All right. It's fun to hit back. But obviously, if it is friendly kind of conversation, I would say that. If it is like a person who I never heard of is saying those things, who does not know me, I would prefer to walk away. Because why to burn my blood? Because that's, I would say that I am having confidence on myself that whatever you say or whatever you say is not something that I've heard for the first time. I'm already 26 years old. Obviously, I've heard one of those before. Yeah, what do you want to say?
Okay, so do you like explaining yourself?
No. Because I know that people will keep on coming back no matter what you do.
Yeah, that habit I got instilled in me because of you.
Is it?
I don't know, like maybe I used to explain myself.
See, for a common person, it is very difficult. It becomes better, way better if you are a YouTuber, because you are going to see a lot of that.
Yeah, sometimes like my blood literally boils when someone's like when some random guy or girl comes and like, hey, you dumbass. Like, how can you say me dumbass?
Yeah, but the same person would not be saying the same thing if that person is standing in front of you.
Exactly. You say that in front of me.
Yeah, that is why
I'll rip you out.
No, that is why I clarified it.
Yeah.
That it is offline or online. It is completely different ball game. I would say if it is offline, like a person is actually standing in front of you, there's very rare chance that someone is going to say something.
Yeah.
If I go back, like right now, I've accomplished things. Okay.
Yeah.
So already people are respecting me and things like that. So it is a little bit difficult.
Okay.
So going back, when I was in my school days, in my college days, obviously people would be making fun. That is the way or method of growing up. It is a part of the parcel, right?
Okay.
So in school, it was terrible. I was ridiculously made fun of continuously.
Yeah. Okay.
So it used to hurt. So obviously I did not know properly. It has been a lot of times that I cried myself to sleep like that. It used to be bad. For a boy, it is very common to get bullied. And I've already talked about that. Growing up as a skinny kid who is not good at academics or not good at anything, not sports, nothing.
Yeah.
It is difficult. Like people are going to make fun of you every now and then. So obviously I did not do the right things over there.
Yeah.
But what I would have done is improve myself. That's what I would have done back then. And eventually I did that. The only problem is improving yourself takes a lot of time. So I would improve my personality. I would work out. That would give myself confidence. And the confidence is the key. Everywhere. Why do you think that it does not bother me anymore? Because I've gained confidence. And confidence comes from a lot of things. It comes from achievements mainly.
I was about to write down how to instill confidence. And then you just said it.
I've talked about it many times. You know that interview that Unacademy took of mine, Chamomile Tea with Toppers. I went crazy. No, it is already more than 500,000 views. Okay, so after that only a lot of people were asking how to be confident. So I was not expecting people to be admiring my confidence, right? But I was just being myself, and I said that, my God, why are people seeing me as a confident person? Because I remember myself being underconfident. I remember myself not being able to make proper eye contact. I remember myself stuttering while I'm speaking or talking to a new person. You know what? I used to walk fast when I saw a lot of people looking at me.
Okay.
Like a super nerd, super introvert. I cannot see a lot of people looking at me. I do not know what to do. So what I'll do is I'll walk very fast so that I get out of that situation. So that's what I thought. And right after that, people are saying that you were very confident. And you know, being confident in front of camera is very easy. But you have seen me taking seminars and all that, and being confident in front of hundreds of people is, if you can do that, then you're definitely confident. And that's when I thought that I'm going to make a course, Introvert to Extrovert, because I have changed to an extrovert from an introvert. So
introvert to extrovert.
I do not know what I said. Okay. I have changed to an extrovert from an introvert. Okay. Right. Yeah. So how to do you still want me to answer that question?
What?
How to instill confidence?
You have explained it.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Like, I still remember when you came from that interview and you were a little bit nervous that, okay, it didn't go that well, Komal. I don't think so. It will be like so much hit or like that. You're not about hit, like it was not that good. I feel so. And I was completely up to this thing that, because look, I can see confidence in your eyes and I'm pretty sure that it will be the biggest hit. And it is one of the biggest hit of Unacademy.
Yeah, interview. I think it is in top 5. There's no one who is not in civil services who is over there in top 5, 6. Right?
Exactly.
Forget about ISRO.
That's the power of Ashish, Ranjan.
That's not only the power of mine. I already had a following also. That has something to do with that.
Okay.
So I already had a following kind of. Gaurav also had a following, but at that time, Gaurav was very new. Gaurav is loved. I know that. Yeah.
Gaurav is such a personality, which is very loved by people.
Yeah.
I have seen that.
Yeah, Gaurav just got a new mic for his singing and all that. I said that, come on for the next podcast, son.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Shall we move to the next one? Or we have something else? Haters. How we deal with online haters, now we ignore them. That's as simple as that, right?
Yeah.
Komal is in the mode of getting into that situation.
What?
Now you're going to ignore also over time, but you're not the best at that right now.
Yeah, I like my blood literally boils when somebody says bad to me. I'm like, you are blocked. I don't like, not in my heart. I also write it in the comment section that boy or girl, you are blocked now. And then what I'll do, I'll block them so that notification goes to them that you are blocked, and then they'll start commenting they're blocked.
When do you block a person? Tell them. Just like if a person says that your speaking skills are not good, will you block them?
No, obviously not.
So clarify that now.
If person goes on like on another
abusive
level,
terms.
Completely telling me like today only some random person was calling me that you are dumbass.
For no reason.
Yeah. You don't have any right to call me dumbass.
And they don't have a DP or any name.
You don't have guts to put a profile picture on your account and you are telling me that I'm dumbass. What are you, dumb fuck?
But over time you're going to start ignoring them because
I'm not good at that, but I'm still
no, obviously I was also not good at that initially.
It feels bad, no? Like some random person is coming and telling you dumbass, and when you feel you're not.
I'll explain you. See,
Yeah.
this is how it works. It is kind of a gray area. All right. So humans are.
Should I interrupt you up for a bit?
Yeah,
Like I
tell
have
me.
literally taking notes of these things, like how to sometimes abuse, like from movies only.
Oh yeah.
Like how to abuse someone. Like I hardly abuse anyone.
You want to learn how to abuse someone?
Yeah.
You go and watch that movie Whiplash.
Yeah. I literally took notes from that.
That person,
Yeah.
I'm not remembering his name, but he is also in Spider-Man, the original trilogy.
Yeah.
And that person, if a person like that starts talking like that, you are not going to come back. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. But what I was saying, you still have something else to say?
No, I'm done.
Yeah. So what I would say that it is a gray area. Like humans are used for face-to-face interaction, all right? And they are saying something bad, then we are reacting accordingly. People forget that when you're reading a comment or something that is put by someone, it is not actually the same. That person would not say the same thing if that person is in front of you. Maybe that person had a bad day, maybe got beat up just before he made that comment or something like that, had a breakup or something like that, something terrible happened to that person,
Okay.
or just having constipation or something like that. Okay.
Okay.
Having a bad day. All right. So what we would do, because internet, how long has it been? We actually were born in the time where there was no internet. We lived without internet for 10 to 15 years, and then internet came. So we grew up without an internet connection, and we grew up with people interacting properly, and now all of a sudden people are interacting online, and people say brutal stuff when they are anonymous, right? So you are looking at it in the same way that you would look at some person who is saying it to you face to face, which is not how you're supposed to deal with it.
Yeah.
It hurts like that. Initially, that was the problem with me also. It hurts. But you have to understand that this is a different world, not a world where you actually walk and talk to people.
Yeah.
And you are going to understand that over time, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Because I've met a lot of people who have seen me online or in my videos. When they meet me face to face, no one has anything bad to say to me, right? And if a person who has something bad to say to me is actually in front of me in public, I don't know that person, but that person knows me, but none of those have ever appeared. Dude, you suck. What are you doing, man? You should die. Something like that, right? So I know that will not happen in real life. You are going to understand that over time. So I think we have, in a very detailed manner, talked about both offline haters and online haters.
Yeah. Like, no, like I feel like when people say that you are this or that, like I don't even use this word okat for someone. Like how will, like it's completely intolerant for me to hear such words for me.
Yeah.
Right.
We have heard a lot worse than Okat actually online.
Yeah.
I've heard definitely a lot worse than that. But I would engage like abuses. I used to delete those comments for a long time because this person is straight up taking that his or her frustration out. So it does not make any sense.
Okay, I'll ignore him or her.
But also you have to understand that sometimes the critics or the criticizers also might hurt you just as badly as any abuse, because people don't want to listen to their criticizers. It hurts, even though you say that it is going to make you better. But still, if someone, it does not happen to me that at that level now, but if someone says that your audio level sucks, man, or you're speaking so fast, it used to hurt me. But I should not get hurted. I should look at that what is the problem in this video. I should actually look at that, and maybe I should change the way that I speak. So why? Because there are so many people praising you. There's so many people, dude, you're amazing. Thank you, man. You made my life and all that. You see 90 of that, and one person says the audio level sucks. And you are going to say, you do not know what you're talking about. But that person is actually correct. Initial audio of my videos did suck when I newly got this mic. And I eventually had to increase the gain and all that. So you have to learn also. So you have to differentiate very well from a hater from a critic. That is very important.
Yeah, Ashish, I always take critics in good manner only. I remember one follower of us only. he mentioned that your fluency is not that good. So I'm working on that.
That's pretty obvious. That's
Yeah.
stupid to say. Even my fluency is not that good if you compare me with Shashi Tharoor, obviously.
Yeah.
Right. So we are not gods at speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, like, I always take, like, if someone is saying that in healthy manner, then it's completely okay that, okay, there is some fault in
Yeah.
me only. I should take it on me and I should improve.
Yeah.
Right? But when people start abusing you, then it goes on another level.
Yeah, that's the difference that you have to understand between haters and critics. Critics, you have to look very carefully. Haters, you have to ignore. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Okay.
So,
Any more?
do you want to discuss one more
Next.
topic?
Yeah.
Ashish is an of this thing. Next.
Next. Problem solved.
Okay. I have. I'll see. Okay. Jamtara case. Do you want to discuss?
Oh yeah,
about
yeah.
that?
Why don't you start with that, because you have read a little bit more about that. It is from my home state.
I thought, like, let's start with the relationship. La 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 la. Like that.
Yeah, but yeah. This is we were actually watching that TV series, no?
Yeah.
I think the name is also Jamtara.
Jamtara.
Sabka number aayega, something like that.
Yeah.
Right? So we watched somewhere around 2 episodes of it.
Yeah.
It was amazing. But first, let us talk about the actual case that is going on. Please explain it to them.
So basically, it's like recently only a huge racket, like the racket of online fraud got busted. And in Jamtara, right? And Jamtara is near Ranchi. 250 kilometers around from Ranchi, right? It's a good research. So, okay, 250 around near Ranchi only, right? So, what they do, they try to manipulate people and they take out money from their accounts. So, that's online fraud that is happening. Phishing calls. They do phishing calls or mails, and then basics on that, they take money out of their accounts. And around July also, 5 people got caught in Faridabad, right? So among
if
5,
they were originated from Jamtara, what were doing?
yeah, among 5, 4 were from Jamtara.
Oh, okay. Now they have expanded the business. Now they are in Faridabad. Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly. And the one which was the leader, he has a very good experience with telecom companies.
Okay.
Like working in telecom companies. So what they do, like one of the thing I know, I researched on it. So what they do, that they have started doing something with this eSIM card. Like, so what they'll do, they'll call you, like there is one mobile banking app, no? So they'll put mobile numbers, right? And if that mobile numbers asks OTP, so that means you have account on that branch or something like that. I don't know. So they get your phone number anyhow, and that OTP. So obviously that site or banking app will ask for OTP, right? So now their main motive is to get the OTP. So what they'll do, that they'll just call the number connected to that. Right, connected to that account number, like that.
How do they find the phone numbers?
I don't know. They there is one very big community that is going in Jamtara, which is doing all these things. So people are connected. Can I
contribute my own opinions in that little bit that just came into my mind?
Okay.
See, if you look at the messages that come to me now on a daily basis.
Yeah.
So, for example, I'll see some promotions, okay?
Yeah.
Promotion from Big Basket, promotion from Ola, promotion from Indigo. These are actually what I use or what we use.
Yeah.
So, those are good. But every now and then, won't you get some random phone number telling you about some lottery or some lucky draw?
Yeah, exactly.
Who gave them the numbers?
Exactly.
Actually, the telecom services gave them. Airtel or Jio actually gave them. They are selling your numbers to these people.
Okay.
And the multiple ways that these are earning, they are earning. For example, you are using a phone. For example, this phone is always going to give me 1 or 2 apps that you cannot wipe away. or they are going to randomly give you some services or some advertisement.
Flash messages.
Yeah, flash messages and all that. So they are obviously earning from that. The mobile companies are earning, the services are earning because of that, and they are obviously taking 300, 400, 500 rupees every month for you to get the services and the internet pack, plus they are getting money from these. And obviously data is very, very important. That is what we understood with the whole Facebook case. They were selling data. Data has its own value. It is free for you, but how it can be used against you or in general, that you do not understand. So I think that the services might also be selling information. I won't say directly, but it might come to these fishers indirectly. That might happen.
This can be happened, Ashish. Maybe the person who is issuing SIM card, that person may be leaking details.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Right.
That person can easily do it, never be traced back.
Exactly, because he has every detail, because he'll ask for your Aadhaar card, he'll ask for every detail which is needed that we want to send it for verification. So obviously, he is having everything of yours. Right? So maybe that person can be the mediator also. Right? So apart from that, basically the point is they want to get the OTP. So what they'll do, they'll call that person and they'll say that, okay, so we are from customer care and we want to update your SIM like that, and your SIM will expire today only. So sir, for your SIM updation, please send this mail ID or this particular text to this our customer care, another customer care, like that only. They'll try to trap that person. So that person basically will send that text to the customer care, like the real customer care, right? And then what will happen? That text will automatically connect the phone number with that email ID, and that email ID will be of that hackers, right? So now whatever information will be sent to mobile number will be sent to email ID also, right? So now that email ID, what that person will do with email ID, that he will put further request to customer care, real customer care, because now the real customer care will think, no, that this email ID is authentic only, which is connected to this number, right?
So a person can himself also connect. Right? So they might be thinking that they have done it themselves.
But that is of hackers, because hacker has already linked their email ID with that number, right? So now what they'll do, they'll take out money, or like they can take out
everything
any information,
out of it, right? Whatever, until nothing is left over there.
So they'll do like this.
And a lot of people might be thinking that this is so stupid, we'll never get trapped in that.
No,
like,
this happens.
Why would we give our account numbers or ATM card number or CVV or OTP? Dude, you're educated, okay? If you're not doing that, good. You are having good company, you are having good education. But there are a lot of people who do not know about these things. People living in villages, having cell phone, everything is attached to their bank account. Or people who are not knowing about these things. I was not knowing about hacking even after reaching 80,000 subscribers. And then I found out, okay, this can also happen. I was having the same password in every account. I was having my YouTube account constantly logged in all the 5 devices. It was so stupid. It is just sheer luck that I did not get hacked, or I found out about it at the proper moment. Okay, so there are a lot of people who are not knowing that you should not be giving your OTP. Even the genuine people. Even people who are, for example, we were opening bank account in HDFC, and that person actually needed OTP for what we call Aadhaar card and all that. They needed it. So we have verified that person is having ID card. That person is actually working there.
Working in branch only.
For example, my pension. You know what is awesome? I retired at 25 years old age. But since I've retired, it is properly written that date of retiree, that is 31st January 2020. Okay. But what comes after retirement is pension. All right. So I decided to break my new pension scheme and PSO everything, because I needed the money badly. Even though it costed me somewhere around like 80 lakh rupees straight up. I said it too much. It was total 2 lakh. Out of that, I got 40 lakhs. So it was 1 lakh 20,000. 40,000.
Yeah.
I think I'm messing things up, but
Yeah.
it was 2,15,000 saved in that NPS for
Yeah.
16 months that I worked over there. I got 43,000 back because they are having the policy of giving only 20% back in lump sum.
Yeah.
But the rest of the 80% they are going to give as pension over
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
Okay. So that person is from HDFC only. Coincidentally, that HDFC is handling the pension and all that. So that
Yeah.
person got my number.
Yeah.
Now that person is asking for a lot of information because they want to start it. So what they said is that we are going to first send you our ID card, because there are a lot of phishing things going on these days. So you first verify that we are actually authentic people.
That's so good, no?
So so actually people who are authentic, they are going to work like that because they are more aware about these things than you are. Right? So nobody is going to directly ask you for OTP and these
Never
things.
ever share your OTP, like even with the person who is claiming to be the authorized person.
You know what? Even though you are not having Truecaller and all that, these days what is going on, if you're actually getting the phone from authentic person from the company, it is going to show, for example, that actually showed HDFC Life Plan in my phone number, even though I never saved that number. But I think there's something we call business account that is going to show the name even though you have not saved it, if it is authentic. If you get any random phone call, then obviously there's a huge risk, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think with that note,
now what do you think about that TV series? We have watched 1.5 episode. Now let's review it. What's up?
Jamtara.
Yeah.
Look, I'm a type of person who loves like very light and funny.
It's on Netflix, by the way.
Funny or rom-com. It's like, that I like that type of things.
She's a girl who likes happy ending. If I can conclude it, right?
Yeah, like, I get sad. Actually, it's not about like I can't watch. It's like these things literally are on my mind for like for 2-3 days. Even I like dream very horribly about them. So I didn't want to mess with myself. So basically I always keep myself with happy things.
Yeah, I liked it because I saw more than what we see in Bollywood. Classic, you're going to see a lot of rich man things. But you're not going to need even that much investment. You need good actors and you need a good script writer. So those are the things that you need to admire about that TV series. I really, as a writer myself, I saw that there's a script behind that a person has actually written it properly. Also, you can say that obviously they are using too much abusive language just to make it happen, that people are going to talk about that and all that. Right. That happened with Gangs of Wasipur. Then they found out, okay, this works, and then that started happening with every other thing that is like going
badass girl and a lot of abuses.
Oh yeah, badass girl. Let's add about that also. A girl who's not afraid, a girl who's going to slam a guy straight up the face, and she's not afraid to use abusive terms and all that. Yeah, so show those things and it's going to go hit. But yes, I saw a script, but it's not like you are only trying to tell a story. You are trying to show a lot of drama as well. And the actor, so there's always a female IPS officer who's going to come to a village, who's going to change everything, and she is supposed to be Bond and things like that.
But we don't know, we just watched only one episode.
We know that her acting was horrible. We know that much. Okay, so I don't know where you got her from.
Based on first episode, we never know like what will happen next.
It's not like it's going to improve, but even if it does,
you never know. Like sometimes emotions get reflected in that scene, or sometimes not. Like if someone asks me to do crying scene, I will do in much.
You are always
manner.
better at seeing if an actor is better or good or not.
Yeah.
But even I could tell that she was a terrible actress.
Okay.
But no offense, if she's listening to our podcast, tweet us. We'll get you over here on our podcast. We are going to have some conversation of why you had such a horrible acting scenes.
Don't do that.
No, we're going to have fun. No, obviously. See, man, I'm wearing a sleeveless. Everything I say is not to be taken seriously. Don't
now
take it
you are
serious.
funny.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that person is funny or that person is saying fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Like Ashish is always like one video. Ashish made me watch one video
Yeah.
in which like there was only one term used, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck
I'll-
you, from
I'll-
both sides.
No.
And then Ashish found it so funny, and like
No.
does not make any sense to
Okay,
me.
listen, audience. You are going to listen to me properly.
No, it was like fuck you, and then fuck you, and then fuck you, and
Komal,
then it's like,
with all due respect, please shut up. Let me explain it to the audience, and then they will decide.
better not ask a girl to shut up.
With all due respect, if you add it beforehand.
Okay, then
Okay.
I'll take your thanks into
Okay.
consideration.
All right. With all due respect, Komal, please shut up for a moment. Now, audience, you are going to decide whether it is funny or not, and you are going to put it in the comment section. If you're listening to it on Spotify or Google Podcast, you are going to come to YouTube and you're going to put the comment Komal wins or Ashish wins. If you're going to find it funny, then you're going to put it in the comment section Ashish wins. And if you're going to find it not funny, then you are going to say Komal wins. Okay. Now, this is not actually the video. I'm just going to entertain you with my voice. And if you find it funny, let us know. Okay.
And make me win.
Okay. No.
Yay.
Emotional blackmail does not work. That only works with the
That
Indian
works.
parents. Okay. Now this is the storyline. So the actual name of the original video was "Don't Talk to Strangers." Okay. And there was a person sitting across the lake. There was a person sitting in front of lake. Okay. And there was another person sitting or standing across the lake. So the person standing across the lake is saying, "Hey."
We should better leave it to the audience.
Wait.
You should go and watch it.
Wait. That
You
person.
say everything?
Wait, no.
Okay.
That person says, "Hey." So that person says, "Hey." So that person across the lake says, "Fuck you." The person standing in front of lake, let us say person A, says, "Fuck you, man." Then the person B across the lake says, "What's your name?" That person says, "My name is Tony." And he says, "Fuck you, Tony." Then the other person says, "What's your name?" Then that person says, "Ezekiel." "That's a fucked up name, Ezekiel." And the second person says, "You know what I did last night?" That person says, Tony says, I'm going to make that face. Obviously, it's not going to be funny. It's going to demoralize me. But anyways,
Okay.
I'll try to not look at her.
At that moment also, I didn't laugh at that. This moment also, I'm not laughing.
Okay, maybe unfunny things are funny to me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that Tony says, "You better not go to my start talking about my mother." Then that person Ezekiel says that, "I lit a fire next to you." Then Tony says, "Oh." Then Ezekiel says, "And then I fucked your mother next to it." She even she is laughing, right? And then what happens?
I'm laughing at the lameness of jokes.
Okay. And then Tony gets shot in the head. But it was funny.
Even walls are crying. Can you see? Even the lantern is starting like flickering.
That video is having 5 million views. It was funny to me. Don't talk to strangers. I think I lost. See, it is already coming to search feed.
Yeah.
So it is 7-year-old video, 2 minutes long, 5.6 million views.
Don't run it, otherwise YouTube will.
No, I paused it already.
YouTube will put a copyright claim.
172,000 likes. Go and watch it. I think I already lost if you're just going to listen to me. But I think Komal's expression made me lose. But let's agree that maybe it's not that funny.
I think for Indian audience, it's not funny. Maybe.
I like that part when he said that I lit the fire next to you. And then the first person says, "Oh." Anyways, we are going to end this podcast with a very unfunny note. I'm sorry, people. Sorry, guys, for not being able to entertain you. I thought that I'm too good of a speaker that I can make it funny.
Ashish, your new t-shirt has got you high.
It's not t-shirt. It's a tank.
Oh, your tank top?
Maybe. I don't know if you can call it that. Let's end it.
Tank top also comes, like it's a subcategory of t-shirt.
I don't know if it is only used as a term for girls or is it
Your
for...
sandals?
See, if I pull it up, okay. 2 boys appears, 2 girls appears. I think it is a unisex term.
Yeah.
Sorry, ma'am, for not making you laugh and for taking wrong opinion towards tank tops. Okay.
Okay.
You're going to end us because I'm too much demoralized right now.
It's okay. You
too,
can,
too
you
low,
can end it.
too low of a
Okay,
self-esteem.
Ashish, it was so funny. It was so funny that I don't think I'll be able to sleep at night today. Yeah.
Alright, guys, that's about it. I hope you guys had fun. We are going to see all of you next Saturday, as always, 5 p.m. on all the channels that you can think of, on YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcast, everything that you can think of. Just search for Ashish Ranjan. You are going to get over here. That's about it.
Yes. So with that happy note, we are ending this, and you better keep smiling.
See you next time.
Yes. Take care. Bye.
कमी है क्या?
नहीं रन, सब सही है. तुम उल्लू हो रहे हो. सब तो है. टंटे हो रखे हैं लाइफ में.
डार्क नहीं लग रहा स्क्रीन वहाँ.
So hello everyone, welcome
रुको
to
फिर से करूँ, मैंने सांस ले ली.
अब सांस मत लेना तुम. ठीक है.
ठीक है.
Okay.